It's your girl Sunshine. It is Tuesday. Hip hop. I'm bringing over here tonight. But he has a clothing line as well. So we can't just say it's celebrating and not, so we're celebrating. Hi, Raya. Hey, Soul Rack Music. Thank you for tuning in. So, all right. So they said give him a minute and then he'll be coming on. So how was everybody's Tuesday? Everybody ready for Thanksgiving? And what are you thankful for? Even though we don't celebrate Columbus and all that because y'all already know the real true history behind that. But in my house, we have the children say what they're thankful for. And everybody goes around the room, whoever's at the table, and say what they're thankful for. All right, our guest is here, so you chop it up. All right. So, without further ado, we have no other, the legend, Billy Danze from M.O.P. How are you?
I'm good, darling. Thank you for having me. And how are you?
I am great, and I've been excited waiting for this interview because, just your music alone gets you amped for the club. And when they play it in the club and you on the floor, and people that was sitting get back on the floor, just
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. And I appreciate you making me sound like a superhero.
You are! Come on! You're one of the legends. Like, for real, and you still doing your thing.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
you got mad people in the chats blowing up. They're all in here giving you hearts and everything.
Peace,
So
y'all. What's up?
tonight, we celebrate you, King.
Thank
So
you.
introduce yourself for the ones that may not know you, that'll really know you tonight.
All right. Well, look, I'm Billy Danze from the world famous M.O.P. One half of the world famous M.O.P. Fighting out of Brownsville, Brooklyn. Little bit of a history about my music and my career. I've been fortunate enough to come from Brownsville and travel the world 5 times. I've played in front of 8 people, 80 people, 800 people, 8,000, and 80,000 people. Just coming from Brownsville, Brooklyn, so I am very accomplished in my own right. And I appreciate all the love and support that I got from all the fans around the world. And I don't even call them fans anymore. I call them family because there's no way you can hang out with somebody this long, still love them, and don't go away. So you got to be family. So
Yes. Oh, look. Okay, so you guys, I call them my loyals because they really be in here. So, and they're your fans right now too. So they be like, "Yo, what's good, Brownsville in the building?"
that's right.
Then they're like, "Legend, what's up, King? Real one, real King." They got the bombs. Look, did MJ warn you how amped I could get? How live? Why I?
She didn't, but you know what? I looked at your picture and I saw it in your face in the still shot. I'm like, oh, this lady's a firecracker. I love it. I love it.
Really am.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, but seriously, your mute. Oh, let's talk about the new album. What's
Okay.
dropping and your
Okay.
single? Cause
Okay.
MJ let me hear it, and ooh wee, okay. Look, you ain't missing not one beat.
Nah, I still got it. I still got it. Well, I'm gonna be a little bit cocky, right? When
You
you
have every right.
when you naturally have it, even if you lose a little bit of it, you're still pretty much amazing. So so I've been doing solo projects for the last year and a half, I believe. So I put out 3 projects in the last year and a half. It was something that I've been trying to do literally since the year 2000. I wasn't able to do it because every time I get halfway through or a quarter way through the solo project, fame go, yo, come on, we got to do something. All right, what we got to do? We got to do a whole album. All right, yo, we got to go on the road. All right, cool. I gotta stop doing what I'm doing to take care of my M.O.P. business because that's first. But so yeah, I dropped something called the the six pack was first. It's basically just a single for me. So it's a six
Mm.
part single.
Okay.
Baker's dozen, which self-explanatory, a dozen, but a baker's dozen, which is 13. So that was 13 records, which is basically just a single for me. So that's two singles. Last year, November 15th, on my birthday, I dropped something called The Listening Session. It was designed for you to listen. So that's three only singles for me. So together, that's about 30 something records, 30 something songs that I put out. And in 2 days, I'm dropping the first single off the new project, which is sort of a, I don't really want to reveal it, but I'm not going to reveal it. So it's the single from this particular project, and it's called The Chief. It's produced by a gentleman named Praise. The beat is so amazing, and it gave me the runway to actually take off and talk, not recklessly, but strong, and try to give you a full understanding of why you should be paying attention to the most interesting man in the world.
Yes, especially when I saw the chess piece, and
Hmm.
I taught my sons how to play chess because my sixth grade teacher taught us in sixth grade, and
Right,
I've kept that. I love chess, and
right,
those moves got to be strategic. So
right,
I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be some heaters on
right.
here."
That's right. That's right. That's right. So yeah, I'm really excited about it because, as I said, the producer Praise. This dude is so nuts. I got beats from Praise that I had for 3 years. Like as an artist, when you get those kind of beats, that's not just amazing, but they're so amazing. It's hard to write to them because you don't want to destroy anything. You want to make sure that you write every not just the lyrics, the connecting parts, but everything in the middle has to land in the right spot. So it took me some time to actually write this record. Sometimes I go in the studio and I write 3 records and do them from scratch in one session. But this one I had for this beat I had for about 2 years, and it
Oh.
just gave me that feeling. So yeah, it's about the chief. You know,
Mm. Yes, when MJ was like, I sent it. I was like, ooh, I'm in the car. I'm telling my son, shh, I gotta listen to this.
quiet.
And he was like, what? You can't wait till you get home? I said, no, I gotta listen to it now. MJ just sent it over. I gotta listen to it now. I teach my sons, and they teach me some artists too, and then we debate, and I'll be like, not better than, not better than, and then so they would say, okay, tell me why you don't feel that, and I tell them, and so we always have an open dialogue.
Right,
And so when I put on yours, and then I said, now listen to this one with the remix with Busta in them. Now
right,
listen to this one. I was like, do you see how he changes it up? He doesn't stay the same.
right, right,
And he was like, oh, so now you got a follower as well.
right. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Look,
That's awesome.
look,
So
look.
so so now we're gonna flip the interview. I'm gonna interview you. I want to know your genuine thoughts about the record.
I love the beat.
The beat is
One thing,
nuts.
the beat, no, the beat just, yay, it's like, I was like, woo! And I'm sorry, but you gotta have a beat. If the beat
That's
ain't
right.
right, nothing else is gonna flow.
That's right.
And you never disappoint us. You never. And I'm gonna say some of your ones I will listen to when I'm ready to go fight. If we had to go roll up, and if you got somebody's back, like that was back in the day. I'm still lady, but
Right.
if one of my girls like, yo, back up. We there. So nobody jumped, but we there. We ready.
Right.
So Jump is one of them. The other one is Biggie kicking in the door. Then the other
Right.
one, like you have a lineup.
Right. Right. That's your theme music.
Yes. You know. So when I say beat, and first just looking at the chess piece,
Hmm.
that already had me prepared. But then I
Right.
wasn't prepared because when I put it on, like, ready. I wasn't ready. And I'm like, I've been telling everybody, I was like, yo, wait until that drops. The lyrics, what you're addressing, how you're addressing it, and just doing it right. And staying, you staying you,
Right.
but you doing it like
Right.
more graceful, but not graceful.
Right. Right.
You know, like that's
Right.
what you was trying to bring out, right?
Right. Right. It's
Like,
like it's right here. It's on this. It's like this. It can
it's
go
like,
either way at any time.
exactly, like, I'm right here. Don't get it twisted. I
Right.
still got and that's me. It's like,
Right.
I'm good. Like,
Right.
we could,
Right.
he makes you be like,
Right. 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 I mean the artwork with the chess piece. It's really self-explanatory. Like this is really not just this music, but life period. Like you really have to navigate. You got to watch what turns you make. You got to watch what moves you make. Um, the song is really personal because so I when you knew me as a young man and the records that I was making as that artist, I was literally drowned in Hennessy. I had almost
mm,
no control of my emotions. So I would always spit with a certain level of intensity in my voice. Um, I was never yelling. I was just, I speak for that part of society that people try to forget about. So I made sure I lift my voice. I was projecting. But now, since I'm no longer drowned in this Hennessy, I can actually see certain things. There's so many things that I see about this business, about this world, about just people in general that I couldn't see before. You know what I mean? So
mm-hmm.
so that's the purpose for me doing this record, this particular song, the way that I did it. I'm letting everyone know I see you. I see what you're doing, right or wrong. I see what you're plotting to do before you plot to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what that song is about. And then, the full project will, um, I want to say, I want to. No, I'm not going to put no numbers out there, but I think it's definitely going to be in December. I'll just check. I'll just check. I'll just check later on, and I'll shoot you a text or something. We'll have MJ shoot you all the information, but it's definitely going to be in December, and I'm really happy. I got. I mean, it's star-studded, of course. I got all my people on there. I'm not going to say anything because the whole project is more like a surprise project.
I
Um,
know.
but I'm so excited about it.
I am too, because I'm telling you, when MJ was like, only one Billy, and we not, she was like, M.O.P. I was like, yes. I was like, yes. I know she could look. She can show you the chat that me and her was having. I was like, you don't. I was like, I'm keep my celebrating with sunshine composure. I was like, but I love him.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do.
Oh, and talk pages, but I do my research. And
Mm,
I seen the clothing line that you guys have. I seen
mm,
the M.O.P. and the
mm,
hats and everything.
mm,
You want to
mm.
talk about it? Like, let's talk about it.
Well, you know what, we have everything going on, and this is crazy. I'm glad you asked if I want to talk about it, because I do, but I don't. Right, and the
Gotcha.
reason why I don't is because, like I said, I was just sitting down having dinner with my partners, and I realized something, and this is for me not being drowned in Hennessy anymore. Right, I'm realizing
Mm-hmm.
these things. As much as you try to win, your community won't allow you to win. They will steer away from anything that has anything to do with you, right? So I'm the person that's understanding business now and understanding our people and our demographics and everything, right? So I really want you to wear a pair of shoes that that I made. But what's embedded in us is for us not to support each other. So unconsciously, you will not get those shoes only because you know they're mine. They could be the most amazing shoes that you've ever seen. But because you know they're mine, you possibly won't buy them. And that's because our people are so brainwashed. And I say that, I'm not saying that because this is what I think. This is what I actually know. I've done
No,
this
real talk.
myself. You know what I mean? Like let's be. I mean, I can remember the time of day, not the exact day, not the exact year, because remember I was drowned in Hennessy, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking down Belmont Avenue in Brownsville, Brooklyn, around 3, 4-ish in the afternoon. I looked in the window. I saw these pair of pants, the most amazing looking pants I've ever saw in my life, right? I'm like, I gotta get them. But then I see the designer name on them, and I wouldn't get them just because of the designer name. Not, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying that I consciously was like, nah, I'm not getting them because, but something within me goes, nah, that ain't the right thing to do because we're brainwashed that way. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't support my brother. You know what I mean? And this was the Sean John pants. Like the Sean John pants was amazing. Like after I got past it, you have no idea how many pairs of Sean John pants I had because I know, you know what I mean? So not that he needed my little $2,000-3,000 that I spent on Sean John,
Yeah.
but I just unconsciously wasn't doing it. That's something that happens in our community. We don't support each other. So as I said, I do want to talk about the clothing line, but I'm not going to do it. You know what I
And
mean?
I
So
respect that. And
yeah.
I always like, I'll ask everybody who I'm linked with, I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, what can we touch? What we can't touch? What can we touch?
Yeah.
Because one, I respect my guests, I respect the artist, and I
Right.
respect your privacy.
Right.
But
Right.
I was just talking to somebody about this just last week and today, because the same thing for you is the same thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it doesn't take all that. Oh, something's behind closed doors. She's not that bubbly. Yes,
Right.
I'm bubbly. I'm on a natural high. I was like, I
Right.
don't need the marijuana and stuff because they be like, what you smoke? I was like, nothing. I wake up to make sure if I'm living life to the fullest, I'm going to live it to the fullest.
That's
And
right.
one thing is with society, we are brainwashed because I get more love from outsiders and my day one people than the people around me now. And I had to
Right.
clear that out because the
Right.
fact is, you see me hustling and grinding, but you hating on me for doing
Mm-hmm.
something that's within me and the passion, but you sitting there not doing nothing. But you hating on me for why?
It's not. They're not hating. They're not hating on you because of what you're doing. They're hating on you because of what they're not doing.
And it's sick that they think like that because one,
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, we used to lift up people. We used
Mm-hmm.
to be a unity. We
Mm-hmm.
used to be like the whole block. I grew up with a village and
Right.
we're losing villages,
That's
you
right.
know? And this generation, I'm trying to make sure they know I'm a village. You could come to me, but
Mm-hmm.
stop hating on your brothers and sisters and let's uplift. So that's why I call Tuesday Celebrate a Life for Sunshine. Because we're
Right.
going to celebrate you. We're
That's
going
right.
to show you love. If I
That's
like
right.
what you got, I'm like, yo, brother, that hat is fly. Or I like those shoes. You
Right.
know,
That's
look,
right. That's right.
look, I had to make sure my hair was done. I called my girl. I was like, I know you had the baby 3 weeks ago. When are you doing hair again?
She
She was
like,
like,
but your
today.
hands still work.
No, I was like, she got me in too, because I was like, flink. And I big up. I was like, thank you, Gigi. For I was like, I can't be on with the legend of my hair looking all willy nilly. That is my no, no, no. Now we have some people in the chat asking questions. Okay, y'all.
Okay.
I see y'all. I see y'all.
I'll
And
answer
a,
any question.
and a lot of people says you are right. Yes, you get more love from strangers than people you know, and that's
That's right.
facts, and that's sad. And we got to change that mentality,
That's
you
right.
know.
I don't.
And
I really don't. I can't call what that is. Only thing that makes sense to me is that people are just brainwashed to feel this way because there's no way you should be mad about something that someone else has. At least, I mean, it should more motivate you. It shouldn't upset you. Especially, and then in our communities, we don't just be upset and sit back about, and sit back and just, get motivated about something someone else has. We get violent. We create trouble, and it could be unconsciously because you can really sit there and go like, I don't really hate on them, but you want to do anything to get this person's attention so y'all could poke your chests up at each other. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's really ridiculous. I mean, I grew up in Brownsville, Brooklyn, which is basically Chicago, basically Newark, New Jersey, basically Detroit. It's the same thing. It's just in a different place. So I've seen a lot of senseless violence. Like I'm past that point. Like I don't want to be anywhere where where I feel like I have to have this piece of metal with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In our days, like I mean, we did it all the time. It was like it went with your outfit, right? So I'm gonna put on my Timbs today. I'm gonna put on blah blah blah. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna make sure I got that with me. And it was always with a kid's mentality was always, I wish a motherfucker would, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and now, I mean, as a grown man, and I sometimes, when I put my outfit on, I put my outfit on just because,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm going, I hope a motherfucker don't, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I understand the consequences now. I understand the repercussions. I understand if I do something senseless right now, I alter my family's future,
Yeah.
right? But as a kid, you don't realize that. So I think us fixing things, like it got to start. It's got to happen before the kids get in the middle of the street. Like my generation's gone. The one under us, they're gone too. We got to go. We got to go in the. We got to go in the in
Yeah.
the in the future or back and go to the schools where my people are doing that now. They're in schools. These are the same caliber of cats that we know that we grew up around. But now they're in the schools and they're helping kids and they're trying to get them to see. Like we got even my old heads who's spent a lot of time away in college, right? 30 years plus. They're really, really settling down on the turf now, and they're like, you know what? We're gonna help these kids steer away from the situations or the paths that we went down. But
Yeah.
that's only them, right? It's not enough. So we need everybody to try to do it. And I don't know if talking to somebody is what's going to change things. I think they have to see because we felt like we didn't have any opportunities. You know what I mean? I
Mm.
literally, sis, I literally became a rapper by mistake, right? I had no plans. I had no plans. I was literally in the middle of doing something I had no business doing when Fame walked up on me and
Mm.
said, Joe, remember you said you was going to do a song with me? And I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. He's like, when you going to do it? I said, yeah, I'm going to do it. I got the outfit on. I got a certain piece of the outfit in my hand, right? I'm about
Mm-hmm.
to go get what I need to get. And I go, well, just let me know when you want to do it. He says, now. I go, now? You
Oh,
mean like now, as in right now?
now,
He
now.
says, right now. It took me about maybe about 2 minutes. I said, all right, I attached the outfit to where it belonged, and we walked to the studio. And a week later, I had a record deal,
Look.
right?
Yep.
So I could have did what I was, or I could have attempted to do what I was about to do, ended up in jail forever or worse. And I made the decision to walk with him. He made the decision for me because I was like, man, if he didn't have them little weird eyes in his face at the time, I'm going to get that. And we're going to have to handle something else later. But we'll have to do that record somewhere later. And that's the very first time I ever been in the studio in my life. And we created a song, or half a song, called How About Some Hardcore, which was the very
Mm.
first M.O.P song. And
How
like I
about some
said,
hardcore?
right,
Give them
I
like
had
a
never
raw.
I had
Ah.
never been in the studio before, and I never rapped that hard, so I couldn't even finish the whole song. So we got to deal with a verse and a half. Changed my entire life.
For the better.
Yeah, Yeah, because I'm pretty awesome now.
Oh, you're dope. You're beyond awesome. And my kids were like, don't say dope, Mom. We don't say that. I was like, back in our day,
Yeah.
fly, dope, you're hot, you're on fire. I was like, go on, youngin. Look, go
Is
on.
fresh still cool though?
It
Fresh
is.
ain't cool.
I say, look, fresh is so clean, clean. I be like, I'm fresh and so clean. I be like, Mommy's stepping out tonight. For my interview last week, I was being interviewed.
uh,
They was like calling me and texting me, where you going looking like that, ma?
uh, where you going? Where you going?
They was like, hold on, I saw your pic. Hold on. Wait. I was like, I'm doing the interview. They was like, okay. You
Uh-huh.
staying in the house for that interview?
Uh,
I was like, oh my God. I got 3 boys. They don't play. They be like,
that's right. That's right.
I'm the parent. You ain't going nowhere. And they'll block the door and be like, you ain't going nowhere. Where you going?
Right. And they're bigger than you now, so
My 16-year-old, I look up at him. He's 6'1", almost 6'2".
wow. Wow.
So we have questions.
Okay.
Whatever became of the unreleased M.O.P G Unit album?
I don't know what they're talking about. But no. Well, no. For me, like, you know what? I'm an artist, so when I do records, I put them, I push them to the left, and I move on and keep going. So those records are still around. Obviously, we didn't put the records out. There was some I don't want to say internal issues with G Unit, but I think G Unit and the parenting company Interscope had some kind of issues with something else, not M.O.P related. And I don't even know if it was any really real issues, but I
Mm-hmm.
know G Unit had separated from Interscope. And you know,
Got
I
you.
when we were on G Unit, I take my hats off to 50 and the whole crew over there. They welcomed us. They gave us the couch. They built their whole house on their own. They gave us yeah, y'all could chill on the couch. Cool. The couch got not uncomfortable, but we needed somewhere else to go. So that was the whole thing with that, and there was no bad blood when we parted ways. So shout out to the unit, shout out to Fifth Banks,
Okay.
Yayo, Buck, Olivia, everybody that was over there.
Now, somebody said, are you going to do a solo tour?
That's crazy. I literally stood in front of my hotel last night and had that same thought. Maybe I should do a solo tour.
Yes, please. And
Maybe I
definitely come
should.
up to Buffalo.
I ain't coming up to Buffalo. Them niggas crazy up there.
Oh, Rochester. I'll drive the hour to get
They
to
crazy up
Rochester.
there too. Look, no, but I
Well, damn
mean,
it, if you come to New York City, I'll be there then. I'll
yeah.
be there.
No, I'll it's something that I'm gonna talk to my people about. Maybe we'll pull something together like that. I would look. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? Like it's we do, so we all want to poke our chests out, right, and all that. So but the honest thing, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like it's scary as hell to do a solo tour. Like my entire life before M.O.P, the rap group, I've been connected to Fame. Like I've been connected to the dude so long that we don't even know where we met, how we met, when it was, anything, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how to be out there on my own. So it's a little challenging for me. I'm scared to death. I ain't doing no goddamn solo tour, but I might though. Like I said, I thought about it just last night in front of my hotel, and I said maybe I should. So I'll talk to my people about it, and we'll see if we
Well,
can pull something together.
they already say because when you thought about it and then somebody just asked about it,
Right,
that's just confirmation.
right.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We'll get it done. Even if I bring
And
Fame along, just come hang out with me.
look, you can bring your son. I saw him.
Yeah.
We could.
That
Can we talk about?
of course, of
Okay, because
course.
you posted him on your page too, and I
Hmm.
was like, "Ow!" After me and Daddy talk, I'm gonna try to get him on so we can go ahead and
Yeah,
he's. And I love how you say. I love how my son gets it from me, but we got our own lane, and
yeah,
he's doing his thing, and I love that. And
yeah.
I was loving the song and the
Yeah.
track and all that. I was like, okay.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, he got a lot of good records that he has. I don't give him anything. Right. He's a grown man, a young man. I don't give him anything. I let him find his way. If he asks for an opinion, I'll give him that. But I love the way he has this energy. Some people may say like he remind me of you, Bill. You asked. My closest friends say that. So he that energy is from my bloodline. It has nothing to do with me as an artist. So he's actually his own artist. He does records that I wouldn't do, but I like. You know what I mean? And I don't post every record that he does because every record I don't like, and that's me being honest. And he understands that. First of all, if we got to get into a conflict about music, I don't want to talk to you about music. I'm your father, right? Let's talk about that. That's what we talk about. I don't want to talk to you about anything other than, are you okay? Do you need my help with something that's gonna, you know, make you grow as a man? Be better as a human being. You know what I mean? So we have that
Yeah.
understanding. So anything he wants to do in the music, he know to come to me, write about it, and I'll give him my honest opinion. And I'll help him when I feel like I can, without jeopardizing the whole ship. Because if the ship sinks, then we both fucked.
Basically, I
Yeah,
know. And I
yeah,
love that because that's what I do with my middle son. He's a singer actor.
right,
And so I'll wait for him, but I'm still in the cut. And I just check in. I'm like, Mom's just checking in. Do you need any assistance with anything or anything? Or he'll be like, No, Mom, I'll let you know. And then I
right,
wait. And then he'll let me know. And then I'm like, Okay, how far can I go?
right, right, right,
Let me
right,
know. Just
right.
so, like you said, so that, because
Yeah,
man, me and him get it. We bump heads a lot too
right,
because
right.
he's like his mother, very outspoken, very direct. And
Hmm.
I'm like, you ain't got to say it like that. He said, Mom, but you know what I mean. I was like, I'm your mother. You can talk to your friends like that. Don't. And then he was like, Ma. I was like,
Well, so
Okay.
let me ask you. I'm sorry. Are you from Buffalo?
Hell no.
Where you
I'm New
from?
York, Long Island,
Okay, so
Huntington.
okay, cool. So you know how to throw a left hook. The next
Yes.
time your son get too far out of pocket, you got to hit him with a left hook.
I yoke him. Oh no, they know. I yoke him up. I did a spoken word boxing ring. Hit him with the left, right, uppercut, hook. And he
Right,
was like, what you know? I was like, I grew up with all boy cousins, a lot of boy cousins, and
right,
they take us down to the basement and teach us how to, they was like, yo, when somebody want to be popping off, hit them in the throat. Then when they drop low, uppercut their behind, take them by
right,
the hair and just keep,
right.
like I said,
Calm down.
that's
I
what,
see you getting excited. I see you getting excited.
that's what simmer down now, simmer
That's
down
right.
now.
That's right.
But
That's right.
yeah, they was like, we making sure all the girls knew how to fight. They was
Yeah.
like, no,
Hmm.
you not gonna be out here not knowing how to fight with our last names. I was like, oh Lord. But I
Right.
was the good one. I'm the good one out of all of them.
I hear you. I see. I see. You got a bunch of people up here still asking questions, huh?
Yes, I'm
Hmm.
telling you, when I'm like, what? When I promote, I promote. And I was like, look, I be loving it. And I was like, MJ, who else? Who else? Who else? When she said you, I was like, okay, time to start letting y'all know I'm
Right.
tagging. I started, our page was only on Facebook before. And Facebook likes to, ugh, they like to police me. I've been in jail on Facebook. I was like, you know what? I
She
was like,
said I
I ain't
went to
got
the
shit to
slammer.
do. Exactly. So I came over to IG and we had a little bit of views. When I got
Right.
on here and I started learning how to hashtag and everything, man, listen.
Right.
I'm
Right.
like, so now I'm like, okay, on my page, Celebrating Life, I was like, if y'all want to know who's next, you got to come on my page.
Right.
Once you come on my page, then I'll do it on the business page after. But
Hmm.
I gotta, send out a little to feed them to start coming on in. Like you do a shark, you throw out some meat and bloody meat in, and then you just come on in. I'm like,
Right.
Ooh, do you all want to know who I'm having on next?
Right.
Tune in at such and such time. And then
Right.
when they heard about you, they was like, I was like, and I'm strategic because I went back to school in my 40, early 40, and
Okay.
I graduated summa cum laude, top rank. So, right,
Right.
we had to do one elective that didn't go with. I'm a paralegal by day, but entrepreneur with 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Right.
So I went in and I put an ad. If you look yesterday, I put up a post saying, which one's the dopest rap group? Which one's the dopest group?
Right.
And I had you guys in there. And some people was like, you, M.O.P. Some was like, Red and Meth. And some was like, boom. So then I let it simmer there for a few hours. And
Hmm.
then I was like, attention, please. Attention, please. Tuesday, we're going to have,
Right. Right. Right.
They
Right.
was
Right.
like, oh, that's how you reel this in. I always like to conversate with my viewers and stuff and everything.
Right. Right. You should. You should. You got to
Yeah.
interact. You got to figure out ways to make things happen. And it's the thing, like when so we were not only stuck, our generation, our people, right, were not only just stuck in one space physically, but mentally we were stuck in one space. You have to learn how to branch out without moving, if
Mm.
that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You got to figure out how to utilize what you got. You got to figure out how to utilize the people around you to get where you need to go, right? You got to do things. You really just got to think about it. So right now I'm doing. I think I'm telling you too much, but I'm just talking, right?
Oh, I'm loving it. And your fans are too. Look, they got more comments. Look, you got it. Go ahead.
So right now I'm doing something. So I'm doing film and everything now, and I've been shooting something through this entire pandemic, and it obviously was so hard because of the pandemic. And then I got so many
Mm.
people I'm chasing around. I'm trying to find locations and get all of these things done. For the first 2 months, I was good, right? I was like, this is easy. It's nothing. After about 3 months, if I had hair, I'd have been pulling it out, right? so, so I'm like, what do I do here? It took me a whole month to sit down and think. I said, one day I'm going to think about this. I'm not going to think about 9 different things. One day I thought about this. I figured out how to do that thing that one day because I had nothing else to distract me. People got to learn time management, right? And time management don't just mean, okay, I got to be here at this time. I got to be physically be here at that time, physically be here. No, I have to mentally be here at this time until this time so that I would be comfortable physically moving from this time to this time, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, so I had to figure that out. So when it's like that. When you got to get yourself out of that box. So
Yep.
you'll figure out whatever you want to do, and your page will continue to grow. Everything that you're doing will continue to work. Just don't fight with yourself, and know your know your ability. Right? People get
Yeah.
frustrated by trying. Here's why people get frustrated when something they try to do don't work. They get frustrated because not just because it don't work, because if you know how to do it, it would work, right? They
Mm-hmm.
get frustrated because they're trying to do something that they can't do. They don't know how to do it. Figure out how to do it, then try to do it, and you'll accomplish it. Right? Right? You know what? I'm just gonna go out here and wing it. Go ahead. We'll be right over here with a bucket so you can come back crying with your tail between your damn legs. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm only saying things because, like I said, I realized a lot of things. I realized a lot of things, and I'm always here. Like anybody want to holler at me about anything? This don't. My life is I just make music. Right? I make
Mm-hmm.
music and I make it the way that I make it because that's how I want to hear it. But I just make music. I'm actually a full human being with some sense in my head, and a lot of the situations that people go through or going to go through, I've been through, and I can always offer some kind of help. So for me, it ain't just about music. I love what I do, and I love a lot of artists, but I don't even like rap music. I want to hear the OJs. I want to hear the goddamn Temptations. I
Stylistic,
want to hear Stylistics. You
Whispers,
know,
Atlantic
yeah,
Star, Cool in the Gang,
yeah,
You and Me,
yeah.
Four Top. I told you, I
Come
give you the
on.
hood.
Come on, we want to hear that. I want to hear Earth,
Yes.
Wind, and Fire. I think when
Woo!
after we finish our conversation, I'm gonna go on in my room and I'm gonna get me a Gatorade and I'm gonna kick back and I'm gonna sit there and listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Love.
Something with some
That used to be
emotions.
my father's. Yup. That used to be my father's favorite group.
Emotions.
And
I love
some
the emotions.
Luther,
Yeah,
Prince,
yeah.
Maxwell.
That's right.
Love.
That's right. Maxwell, yeah, Maxwell, he works, but he's probably the last of it. Like we ain't
Yeah.
going
Last.
no newer
Yes.
than that.
Yes.
Oh no, but the boy Trey Songz, and nobody told me the boy Trey Songz was that bad. That boy he had
He's
a song.
bad.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got roped up in one of his songs, and my kids looking at me like I'm crazy. They like, Dad, it's like 5 years old. I'm like, I don't care. It's brand new right now, right? I'm hearing it right now. I can't be chasing all these little bastards around just listening to everything they
I
got. I just
know.
want to hear one song that's amazing. The kid got a
Yes,
song
I
called Fumble
know.
that's ridiculous.
Like Bruno Mars, when I was like, what you doing? I was like, ah! And my son was like, Ma, chill. That's been, I don't care, but I just heard it because I'm always, so I'm like, I got time. I was like, okay. I was like, oh,
Right. You know what Bruno did? Bruno went back and found that sound that we
yes.
listened to when we were younger. So, and it's great music too. It's great music. I'm happy. I appreciate it. Him and the kid Anderson Paak. I appreciate it.
Now they wanted, one of the fans said, did you think it was going to be hard for your son since, you know, fans found out that he was your son, like try to compare him against you?
Um, did I? No, I didn't. No, I didn't until I saw it in a comment.
Okay.
Right. I saw somebody say, "This ain't They said this ain't hard. That hard boom bap." And this is my son's song. And I started to comment and curse his ass all the way out, but
But you
but
had to
I,
catch
yeah,
yourself.
I had to catch myself, and I just got to understand that sometimes people don't understand, right? He's my son. He's not my clone. He's not me. He's my son. So we just have the same bloodline. We don't have the same thought. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We don't have the same um, process to creating. You know what I mean? But my son can do all of that. And
Mm-hmm.
when the gentleman said what he said, that's when it hit me. I said they're gonna judge him, and they're gonna feel a little weird about the records that he has as far as what they know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because my son literally got all kind of records. Like he got records where he literally sings good. He got records where he rap and have fun. He does that
Mm-hmm.
well. He got deep records. He got a record called On My Own that I love. And what I tell my son is, um, you're a new artist in this new style of making music or putting records out. The new business. What you have is your money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like your talent and the way that you present. That's your money. So you make sure you present it properly. So this song that he has called On My Own, which is my favorite, he made the record. I didn't give him no instructions. He just made the record. He's like, Dad, I made this record. He said he was feeling away at the time, which we all know the story. Like you have some friends that's not really your friends, and you find out later on.
Yep.
Right. So he made this record called On My Own, and it's the kind of record that you don't have to know the artist to like.
Mm-hmm.
I said, bingo, son, you got it. That's your money, right? You don't have to. You don't have to make a record. If you make a record like everybody else, you have to spend the money to force people to listen to it or to
Yeah.
force people to play it that will then brainwash people by playing it, playing it, playing it. So
Yeah.
he's my son's doing great, man, as an artist. Um, and just as a as a young man, he's doing great. So I don't I'm not in a panic or anything, and I don't mind explaining this to anybody that asks how I feel about people judging my son's music.
Hmm.
I like to have conversations, so I I don't mind letting them know the kid's goddamn it amazing. Look at him, he look like his dad. Look at him, he's
Look,
amazing.
I know, right? Big that up. Look. They get it from us.
That's
Yes.
right, that's right,
Look, that's what I say because people like my youngest. I was like, that's my mini me. He gets it from his mama.
that's right.
I was like, now the middle one, he gets the tallness from my father's side because all my uncles are 6'5", 6'6".
Right,
I'm like, they be like, where it come from? I was like, not my mother's side because my mother's short. I got the shortness.
right,
But yeah, I'm like, they get it from their mama.
right,
Yes,
right.
I was look. That's right. He gets the good looks from the daddy. That's right. You take that. Oh, this question right here.
Okay.
You've been addressed. Have you been approached by Verse to do something? M.O.P against. They said Wu Tang or Ghostface Killer or have they reached out to you to do a little verses?
I don't know. But the truth is, I would
Well, I'll
never.
talk to MJ to start plugging Timber.
Nah, I wouldn't do a versus. Shout out to Swiss and Tim. Um, I would never do a versus. Um,
Right.
I, I mean,
Okay.
I don't think I'm willing to actually jeopardize something that I built my entire life just for an hour of entertainment for fans, right?
Okay.
So someone has to lose here. Someone's stock will drop, right? You could
Got you.
potentially you could potentially run the risk of losing out on something that's coming up the pipe. I mean, look, if you want to hear M.O.P and Ray and Ghost do a versus, maybe you can do it on your own, right? Go buy all the M.O.P records, go to buy the Ray and
Hmm.
Ghost records, and sit in your living room and jam. But but it's
Or y'all
nothing.
could do a tour together. You
Right.
know.
Well, that could be great, but I'm just
That
not
would
really
be
for
it.
the verses. The verses don't really
I'm
work
with
for
you with
me.
the verses because there was some that I was like, huh? That's
Right.
not a good matchup.
Right.
What?
And then when you look at it, whoever don't come out on top, you look at them different now.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Wow. Yeah, like the one with Jada with the Locks versus Dipset. I
right.
told everybody from jump, I was like, the Locks is going to slaughter them. I'm, I and everybody was like, I was like, y'all want to bet money because I follow the Locks, and no offense, respect to all of them, but
Right.
Dipset ain't got nothing on the Locks. The Locks slaughtered Jada Kiss when he was just sitting
Yeah.
there, marinated, meditating, standing up on the stage. I was like, yo, he came, he's slaughtering, and what happened? He dropped the mic. I was like, that's what
Right.
I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I understand, but maybe we could talk about doing a concert with y'all though. That would be 100.
That'll be dope.
That would be fire. You know it'd
I
be
want to say
sold out everywhere.
I just hollered at Ghost and Ray. I just saw them somewhere. We were somewhere together. Oh, at Summer Jam together. I hadn't seen them in a minute, so um, yeah, I think it'll be very dope. It'll be very dope to do a tour with those guys, but you know, we'll see. I'll kick it with them and see what happens.
Look. Look. Oh, hey girl, my girlfriend's in the chat. She was like, Ant Up is killing everything moving. That will shut Barclays down. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I'll be right up there, like, oh. Front row seats, or can I get backstage and get personal interviews with y'all or go live? What? I'm like, MJ, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm serious. I'm like, I'll change shirts real quick. I'll wear the M.O.P when y'all on, and then Wu-Tang, I'll wear theirs when they're on. I'm like, look, they be like, are you I was like, nope, I just got shirts under. What?
Okay.
Who's up next? What?
Who's up next? That's
I'll
funny.
put it in. I'm like, let me know the order so I can have the shirts in order so I can just keep taking off the layers.
That's
Who's up
funny.
next? What?
That's funny. That's funny. That is funny.
Well, I know you're in the car. You was driving. Are you
Yeah.
at your location where you have to go?
Yeah. Well, I had to make it back to my hotel. I realized what time it was
Okay.
when I was on the road, so I had to pull over so I could talk with you, and then now I'm back. I'm back to my hotel. So
Okay.
little
So
more work to do, and that's it.
what do you want to leave your fans with? Raya's my manager. She's like, calm down now, simmer down now, simmer down now. Look, I swear, if y'all do a concert, I will be your hype man. I'm like, what? I was like, you sitting down? Look. Listen, you know how Buster got split? I'm like, I got you. Hold on. Y'all don't come on yet. We gonna get your live
She
up,
said, "Hold on, y'all don't come on yet. I got this."
and then I'm like, drop the beat, and then it just
Wait,
listen,
you gonna do it
all
like that? To drop the.
drop the beat, and then
Yeah,
just
yeah.
kill it. Lights out,
Lights out.
kill it with the beat. Look.
I hear you, Mama. I hear you.
Oh, I know you gotta go, so tell your fans what you want them to hear and everything.
Oh man, please. First, I want to say thank you to you, my dear. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for having me on and the support for over the years from a distance, but now it's close. Really appreciate that. I appreciate all the love and support from the fans and everybody that's tuned in now. Yeah, the new single is called "The Chief." Make sure y'all pay attention. It'll be out on the 25th, which is 2 days from now. So we got a day and a wake up. And everything else, M.O.P. Fame is coming. Just dropped a video on Fame, so make sure y'all check that out. It's called Murder Boys. His solo project. He's finished putting the final touches on that, so make sure y'all stay tuned on that. My boy Teflon, y'all remember Tef? He did the Annie Up remix with us. He did Four Long Blades with us, and a host of other things. He's not friend, he's family. So Tef got Life in the Feds. That video is about to drop right now.
Ooh. Tell him
And
to hit me up.
he
I'm
got
gonna
his whole
go.
album. Yeah. He got his whole album being situated now. So yeah, thank everything M.O.P. Tune into what we're doing, and thank y'all for the love and support. Also, don't forget, holla at me for any reason. Not just about music. It don't have to be about music. It don't have to be about a check. It can be about a check, but it don't have to be, right?
Mhm.
It don't have to be. Holla at me. Maybe your baby mama done went crazy or something. I don't know. Maybe, maybe you just need somebody to holla at. Just holla at your boy. I'm here for everybody. Hit me on my IG. Email me. Email my people at webuildhits@gmail.com. If you just want to kick it, I'm here. I'm here for
Mhm.
everybody.
And tell them about your Instagram page.
Oh yeah, check me out. It's Bill Dance M.O.P. Right? Just holler at me. If you find me on Facebook, I'm the old school, good looking dude, man. It's Billy Dance. You're gonna find me.
It
Thank
was
you,
an
darling.
honor. When I say an honor, speaking with you, bugging out with you, talking with you, I thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your time.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good night. All right.
Thank you guys. Have a
All
great
right.
night and have a
All right.
safe and wonderful holiday.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.